there, good looking. Are you looking for an easy to follow strength training workout for under 20 minutes that will hit every muscle in your body? Well, this workout delivers. This is perfect for beginners all the way to intermediate exercisers. Now you need some tools. So I would love for you to have a chair and a light pair of dumbbells. Intermediate people, I would love for you to also have a pair of moderate and heavy dumbbells. All right? Awesome. Let's go get warmed up. Hello there, I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com, and hey, I've been helping women over the age of 40 get fitter, stronger, and healthier for almost 3 decades now. I would love for you to subscribe so I can keep working with you. All right, gear off to the side. We will start our warm-up. As we warm up, I'll chat about the workout. Deal? Awesome. Let's start down on the ground for me. Heels close to the bum, hip width apart, arms down by your side. Pull your belly button in towards your spine and slowly roll the glutes, low back, mid back off the ground, and then back down again. Working a bridge pattern, warming up into the glutes and hamstrings with this. So I've targeted a number of muscles that we need to really focus on when we're over the age of 40, such as our outer hip muscles, our glutes, and our triceps, and our shoulders. We have 2 rounds, so dependent on where you are in your fitness journey, I'm going to either cue you body weight only or to grab a pair of dumbbells. Honest to goodness, this workout, whether you are just starting out in fitness or if you're an intermediate, you will get a good sweat on. This is my workout today, so it's all dependent on how much weight you're lifting. Last one. Excellent. Take yourself up into a standing position for me, please. Feet wide, toes are turned slightly outwards. Hip hinge, push your bum back for a squat, knees track with the toes. Perfect. Now let's add the arms. They're going to reach up overhead, thumbs pointed behind you as they reach up. Take a peek at those knees. You want them tracking with your toes. Now you keep going. I'm going to give you a side view here. All right, so see how I've got a same spine, neutral spine? Now we're going to learn that a little bit more in depth in our next warm-up drill. Last 4, 3, 2, one more, 1. Bring the feet in a tad closer for me, hands light behind the ears, soften the knees, push your booty rearward and hip hinge coming forward and then drive up again. So this is a hip hinge exercise, a super important movement pattern to learn if you're going to start exercising. The reason being, a lot of exercises that are done on my channel as well as other YouTube channels have us forward leaning when we're working with dumbbells. Now, if you lean forward with this hip hinge and with a neutral spine, you're not going to hurt your low back. However, a lot of people, you keep going, have this really cool ability to round their entire spine like the hunchback when they're doing movement patterns. So I do not want that to be you, so you're going to hear me talk about hip hinging quite a bit. 2 more. So if you're not sure still what I'm talking about, push pause and go do this in front of a mirror if you don't have a mirror in front of you. Beautiful. Feet together, step out into a side lunge. Bring your hands together and now rotate to get into T-spine and shoulders and feet together. Good. So we have 2 rounds, 45 seconds on the clock. I've coordinated the movement so we're either all standing or all on the ground. So there's not a lot of up and down. And we start with standing. Let's do 1 more. We'll finish off using our chair so you can keep that off to your side or bench. Let's do the other side. Hands together, rotate. Good. Look at that hand if you're able to. This is a great routine for beginners, intermediate, or if you're advanced and you just want to take it a little easy. Our rest times are a little longer and we're only doing 2 rounds as mentioned. Last one. And release. All right, beginners, no weight. Everybody else, I want you to grab 1 heavy. Remember to bend your legs and pick up the dumbbell with your legs, not your low back. Bring the dumbbell up here, feet wide, toes turned out, and drop it down as low as you feel comfortable. Intermediate people, I'd like for you to get those elbows touching the inside of your thighs. Drive up through the heels, straighten your legs with each rep. This is called a goblet squat. I find it's a little easier on people because we tend to have tight hips, so this wider stance really allows you to hip hinge and get that form. Now I'm using a 25-pound dumbbell. You may be a beginner at body weight, but now you see how you can easily progress this workout to wherever you are in your fitness journey. Now we're using 2 dumbbells for the next movement to train our back, shoulders, and biceps. So get ready. We've got 2 more reps here. Good. 1 more, slow and controlled, and release. All right, I'm going to use a pair of 15s. Now, remember that hip hinge we learned? Now we're going to do it. Here we go. So it's a hip hinge. Hands in front of the thighs for me. Beginners, alternate your dumbbell row. Intermediate people, both arms come up. So beginners, you're now having your light dumbbells in each hand. Everybody else, I want you to find moderate to heavy. It's that hip hinge pattern. Nothing round in your low back. Once you see me, take a look slightly ahead of you so the neck's lined up with the spine. When the elbows come up, give me a pinch of the shoulder blades there so we really get those posture muscles. Breathe. Don't worry about when, who, what, where, okay, for breathing? Don't complicate it, just breathe. Now, when the timer goes in less than 10 seconds, we go back to that goblet squat. So that may mean grabbing a heavier dumbbell, or that may mean beginners putting your dumbbell down because you're using body weight only. Time. All right. Bend the knees, right? Good. Now, where's our setup? Feet are wide. Toes are slightly turned out. If you have the dumbbells close to the body, push the bum back, knees track with toes, drive up, straighten the legs with every rep. Perfect. So this is our second set. Breathe. Now, how's the mid back? I'm just asking. Shoulder blades are pulled back and down. Good. I'm nosy like that. And take it slow. Strength training is all about finding the muscle that you're trying to train, trying to get every muscle fiber recruited, so not using momentum. Last few reps, and we'll go into our final set of 2 arm rows. 1 more if you can. Release. All right. Grab your dumbbells. Beginners, it's a pair of light. Everybody else, moderate. Now your feet are hip width, remember. Now it's a hip hinge with bent knee, arms in front of the body, and then alternate your row for beginners, or both elbows up if you want to intensify it. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good job. Now our next 2 movements after this, we are on the mat for both of them. So we'll take our heavy dumbbells with us. So if heavy is 5 pounds, perfect. That's what you'll take down with you. Your heavy won't be 5 pounds if you stick with me in a couple of weeks. Trust me. Last 10 seconds. Time. All right. Take yourself down. Now, heavy dumbbells, again, I'm using 25, so it's all dependent where you are in your fitness journey. Let's start with the elbows lined up with the shoulders, and then slide them forward a bit. Wrists over the elbows, good. Knees are bent. Now press the dumbbells straight up, touch them center above the chest and down. So this is called a chest press. So if you're a beginner and you're doing other YouTube workouts, and they start doing, for example, push-ups, right? Who likes push-ups? I don't like push-ups. I'll do them, but I hate them. But here's a sub for you if you decide, you know what, I don't want to do push-ups. Grab some dumbbells and do a chest press. Now when the timer goes, we'll put the dumbbells down, but we're still staying here down on the mat. Working pecs, front shoulder, and triceps with this move. Common areas that can be a little weaker in us women. Time. All right, dumbbells down. Feet close to the bum and hip width apart. Now drive the hips up into that bridge, and we're going to hold the hips up and then keep the hip bones even. So if you want, place your fingers on each hip bone. Now drive the left knee in towards you for a march, lower down, and then the other knee. The entire time you're keeping those hip bones even. So we're working into the glutes and hamstrings here. And back extensors, your low back. Breathe. So now we're training muscles that can be weak in us and can cause things like knee pain. So I like to really focus on the glutes and the outer hip muscle, especially with people who do have a history of knee pain. Push through those heels. Keep the rib cage knitted so it's not flared out. Time. All right, one more of each and then we're moving on. So where's our setup here? Remember, the elbows are slightly in front of the shoulders. Wrists are over your elbows. Knees are bent. Back of the neck is long. Now press the dumbbell above the chest and lower down till the back of the arm hits your ground. So remember, chest press if you don't like push-ups. All right? There's your hot, fit tip from personal trainer PJ. Slow and controlled, especially as we lower the dumbbell. Almost there. Time. All right, dumbbells off to your side. Go back to those bridges. Start with the feet hip width and heels close to the bum. Now drive the hips up. Good. Keep that rib cage knitted. Arms down by the side. March it out, keeping those hip bones even. And make sure you're breathing. So if you get knee pain with lunges and the squats, first off, check your form. But second, it could be due to the fact that we need to work up into the hamstrings, hips, and outer hip muscles. So don't give up. We'll just find workarounds, all right? There's always alternatives. Time. Lower the hips. Now roll onto your left side. I don't care about that bottom leg. You can bend it if you like. Top leg, though, is straight. Now push the heel behind you and roll the top hip forward. Now turn the toe down on that top leg. Lead with the heel and lift up for an outer leg lift. Now we're working just the glute med, an uber important muscle if you want to keep your knees healthy, keep your core and your low back strong, and be able to do bigger lifts like squats, deadlifts, lunges, step-ups, etc. So once again, we're hitting that little muscle up here. So our setup's important for this. So make sure that top hip is rolled forward, the top leg is straight, it's pushed back slightly in what we call hip extension, and you've turned your toe down, so you're leading with your heel. Now we'll stay on this side when the timer goes. We've got one more exercise to do with the hip, and then we'll bring it to the other side. Now bring the knees in, stack the feet. Pretend you have a wall behind you, and that wall is hitting your back feet and your back hip. Now keep the feet together and just lift that top knee into a clam and lower. Now as you lift that leg up, you're going to want to lift and roll onto the body. Don't do that, okay? Keep that top hip still pointed forward. So this is where I cued you. Pretend you have a wall right here and that wall's not allowing you to roll back. When the knees touch, get that knee back up there, all right? It's not resting. You're not allowed to rest yet. We're not done. So you should be feeling it right there. When the timer goes, we'll take it to the other side. Again, this is one of my favorite drills for women, especially to help keep our knees healthy. Time, other side. You can roll over, but I don't want to put my back to you, so here we go. So where's our setup? Bottom leg we don't care about. Top leg is straight. Heels pressed back, toes pushed down, hips rolled forward. Lead with the heel and lift up. I like to roll right onto this top hand and brace it in front of me. That keeps my form. So we don't want to roll that hip back, and we don't want to lead with the toe. All that's going to hit a different muscle, not the one we want to target. So push that leg back, Lead with the heel, toes pointed down to your ground a little bit, and lift up as high as you can, keeping all that in check. This is a super knee-friendly time leg workout here on these 2 moves. All right, so pretend we've got that wall behind us. It's holding that top hip. It's holding the feet together. Knees are stacked in front of the body. Now lift that top knee, feet stay together, and lower. Now when the knee lowers, it just kisses that inside of the other leg, all right? It's not resting. You want constant tension. You want that rep to start right away. We have 1 round of these. We'll grab our light pair of dumbbells and our chair as soon as this timer goes. So if that hip's getting warm, if it's getting a little toasty, if you're feeling the muscles, then you're exactly where I want you to be. So welcome. Woo, baby, I feel it too. Okay, last 3 reps, and then let's get our chair. 2, 1 more, 1. Awesome. Okay, so get into a seated position for me. Grab your light pair of dumbbells. So again, that's all relative to where you are in your journey. Mine are 12s. Have a seat. I'm just going to rearrange this timer. So we have the arms, shoulders, and triceps to work. 2 rounds, same thing, 45 seconds are on the clock, and then we will do a nice lovely stretch. All right, so have a seat. Feet are planted, nice and tall in the spine. Bring the arms up and pretend you have 2 elastic bands on the inside of the elbows. So the hands will come together no problem, but it's the elbows I want you to aim for. Open up, now press, down, and close. So beginners, body weight only might be where you want to be, or if you've got a shoulder issue and you can't press above the head, then get rid of the dumbbells. Once again, like I said, consistency, if you stay consistent, strength training 2 to 3 times a week, it's not a lot. It's not a lot in the big scheme of things. You will see changes in as quick as 2 weeks, but you gotta be consistent. Woo! 12s are getting heavy. Feet are planted, nice and tall in the spine. Good. 1 more press. Down. All right. Tricep dips now. You're going to have your feet shoulder width apart, hip width apart. Walk your bum so it's just off the edge of your chair. Bend the elbows, drop the bum down, and press up. Go. Beginners, you may want to begin with a micro bend, a very small bend of the elbow. For everybody, please keep the hips close to the bench. That's going to place less stress on the shoulders. Now we're training the triceps. We're isolating. The triceps helped us in the first move that we just finished, the check press. Now they're isolated. Again, why? Because triceps tend to be a weaker muscle on us women. And nobody wants bat wings, lunch arms, bingo arms, whatever the hell you want to call them. So I always train triceps in my workouts. Time. All right, so we're going back to that check press. So again, you want to try and pretend there's elastic bands on those elbows, trying to get the elbows, the inside of the elbows together, okay? Nice and tall in the spine, feet firmly planted. Open. Press, lower down to the back of the arms are parallel to your floor, and then close. So this is going to train upper back posture muscles in addition to shoulder and triceps. Now, this is really heavy for me. So again, see? This may be called a beginner's workout, but I'm dying right now. It's all dependent on what weight you decide to choose to lift. So don't you write down below, PJ, I didn't feel it. Because you know what I'm going to write? Pick up heavier dumbbells. Time. Nicely done. All right, tricep dips, and then we'll do a quick stretch, okay? So where's our setup? Hands right beside you. Now your bum's only a little bit off your bench or chair, all right? Big bend to the elbow or a little bend. Bum staying close. If you want to make this harder, you walk your feet away, but you still keep the bum close to your bench. Again, that's just to save the shoulders. The further away the bum is from your bench, the more stress on the shoulder joint. You should be feeling the back of the upper arm, yes? Woo, I shake it out. See what I mean? This is intense no matter what fitness level you're at. Woo. Okay, last few reps here. Come on, everybody. Let's finish strong. One more. Time. Shake it out. Good job. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. How about we stretch those triceps? That sounds like a great idea, PJ. Good. Okay. Mirror me for me. So take the right arm, place it behind, and then give a little lean away. Whew. Now, if you've got extra time and you've still got gas in the tank, I'm going to link up, if you're on YouTube, the last few minutes, a 5-minute ab workout that you can add on. If you're enjoying this workout ads free on our Over 50 Fitness app, I want you to go ahead to the Core Ab Routine playlist, and you'll see hundreds of workouts there. And pick one and get her done. Here we go, other side. Now, I would like to thank my Patreon community for the ability to get this workout out there to you. And if you're not a part of Patreon, you need to thank them too. It is solely due to the Patreon community that the Fitness with PJ YouTube channel can keep on going. So if you do the workouts, maybe once a week, maybe on a more regular basis, hey, we would love to see your support. The information's down below in the description. Whew, shake it out. Oh, man. All right, I want you to take that right leg, and you want to sit on the edge of your seat, right leg out, hip hinge, and feel that stretch into the hamstrings. Good. Shoulder blades are pulled back and down. There's actually a lot of information down there in the description. So if you're not watching this, I know some of you watch this on your big screen, and I don't think you can read that on your TV. But if you're on your laptop or computer or iPad's what I use when I work out with YouTube channel or on-demand platform, either leg. Take a look at all the information I've got down there. I've got everything from the tools that I use to the free 14-day trial to our Over 50 Fitness app to the Patreon to a list of the exercises that we did and then a recommended playlist of other workouts you might be interested in. Release. Come into a seated position. Left ankle crosses over right thigh. Pull yourself forward if you want more of a stretch into that hip and piriformis area. Woo. Keep holding. Now I'm going to turn and face you. And let's do the other side. I'm going to feel my triceps tomorrow for sure. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the workout afterwards, and whether or not you think you'll feel your triceps tomorrow as well. And release. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button and then check out the details down below. We would love to see you either on Patreon or on the Over 50 Fitness app. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Bye.